Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is your English language instructor, Dr. Noorul Huda. I hope you all are doing great and enjoying the blessings of Allah. And I'm pretty sure that by now you have already done your bridging activity. I just want you to look at the reference slide for your correct answers. Now just quickly look at the LIFFT, which says that you have to recognize and use with no change in numbers of the noun and also use them as regular and irregular nouns in writing. So let's see what focus has to offer us today. It is very simple and you people have already done it, which says if you want to make certain singular nouns into plural nouns, you just have to add s at the end. For example, add s with the birds. You can easily convert the singular into plural, and same goes for the doll. Just add s. Simple as that. Now, if the word ends with ch, sh, s, double x or x, for example, here the word end with the letter x, and if you want to convert it into a plural noun, you have to write es at the end to make it plural. Same goes for dress. It ends with double s. So in this case, you have to add es if you want to make it a plural noun. And in this case, if the word ends with I, you have to replace the word y with ies. So singular noun is candy and the plural noun is candies. Same goes with the lily. The word ends with letter Y. We have to replace it with IES to make it plural. Now let's look at another example. In some cases, there is Y at the end of the word, but we do not replace it. We just add S to make it plural. Why is that? You have to learn it, that which letter accepts Y and which accepts IES. Now in case of F, V and ES, we replace it with VES. For example, shelf. We have replaced F with VES. And at half, we have replaced F with VES. Got it? Now let's go for yet another example. There are certain words which ends with F, but we do not replace them with the VES. We only add S with the word at the end to convert them into a plural noun. And yes, you have to learn them by heart, that which words accepts S and which words accepts VES. Now, there are certain other words out there. They accept VES, for example, knives and life with VES once again. Now, there are certain nouns which ends at O, and you only have to add letter S at the end to make it plural. Rhino in this case converts into rhinos when you convert the singular noun into a plural one. But in other examples, they do not follow the same rule. They follow the rule which is different. In this case, you have to add ES at the end of the word which ends with letter O. For example, singular is tomato and the plural of tomato is tomatoes, and then you have to add ES. Same goes for the mango. And few other words do not follow any rule. You just have to learn them by heart. They are the irregular forms of the plural words. For example, if it is singular, we call it mouse. And the plural of mouse is mice. Same goes for the foot. The plural of foot is feet. Do you have any more example in your mind right now? Yes, tooth. The plural of tooth is teeth. Now there are certain words out there which has the same singular and the same plural noun. In this case, sheep. The singular is also sheep. The plural is also a sheep. There is no change in the word soever. Same goes with the deer. If it is one, you call it deer. If there are lots of deer, we call it deer as well. Now, there are certain nouns who are always plural. For example, jeans. If you have one pair of jeans, we call it jeans. If you have so many, the word will remain the same. Same goes for the slippers and glasses and sandals, socks and trousers. They do not follow any rule. They are always written in a plural form. Either they are one or more than one. Now, to check your understanding, right underneath your focus, there is a formative check, which you have to do it with the help of your teacher. And after doing this work, you have to go to the practice book and you have to do this homework with the help of your parent. I hope you have learned something new today. Good to see you next time in the next WeLift. Bye-bye. Allah Hafiz.